Tom, why do you feed the trolls? Because I get paid doing it. That's why. Literally, I get paid to create content, and this is free content, and this content pays well. So I did a video about the regular working class people of the United States of America. And this person here said, well, thanks to your wife, you're not a regular working class people. Right off the bat, we need to stop this video and congratulate this person on getting the correct "your" twice in one sentence. That is a rarity in today's day and age. So right off the bat, thank you very much for at least, I mean, if you didn't know it, you at least put the time and effort into looking it up. So good on you. So what's this person talking about? Well, my wife and I have been a two-income family our entire existence, all the way up until 2018. The winter between 2017 into 2018, I was gearing up for the next landscape season, and my wife encouraged me to retire. So I did at the age of 45 in February of 2018. Why? Because my wife's salary just exploded, and she was making so much money that it covered her salary, my salary, plus a third. We were doing great. And so for 5 years, I didn't work. I didn't get up and go to work. I didn't punch a clock. I wasn't out there building retaining walls or planting trees like I would normally do. And I was looking for a way to keep myself busy. And so my wife encouraged me to write a book, which I did. I've actually written 2 books. This is the first book I wrote. It's the story of the first 45, it's my biography, the first 45 years of my life, right? She encouraged me to write this book. I did. And she encouraged me to start a podcast to talk about the book, and I did. And then I got on social media. I was already on social media, but I got on social media in the form of video content on TikTok. And all of these people started showing up. And I, to this day, have no fucking idea why they all started showing up. But they started showing up, tens of thousands. And before you know it, I'm over 1 million followers and, still growing. And then my wife's company brought in somebody that wasn't making the right decisions according to my wife's opinion. And after 10 years of being with the company, she left. Amicably, but left and went to another company. And that other company was, unbeknownst to her, on the verge of going under. And so after a year after my wife went to work there, they collapsed and imploded. The other company that she did work for is on the verge of collapsing. And her industry, agricultural exports to Southeast Asia, is really going to be taking a hit over the course of the next 4 years. And so when her company collapsed, she was like, we need to monetize what you've built here. And I'm like, there's not enough money in it. And she's like, no, there is. Seriously, we need to monetize it. And so she figured out how to do the monetization on all the various platforms, specifically YouTube, and how we could make money doing what I did on a normal, regular basis just to kill the time. When her company collapsed, I was looking for landscape jobs again. I was like, oh, fuck, man, time to go back to work as a project manager. I'm looking. There's really nothing out there. And her industry, there is nothing out there in her industry for her, unless she wants to move to another state, which we're not doing. And she was successful enough in monetizing what I do to the point where now she doesn't have to work. He still thinks she does. He still thinks that my wife is the sole supporter, which, even if she was, wouldn't fucking matter. A lot of families have one sole supporter and a financial supporter, and you don't say shit about them because it's the man working and the woman staying at home. It was reversed for 5 or 6 years for us. And now, she doesn't have to work. She'll be 50 in August. And she hasn't worked in a year. And at this point in time, probably isn't going to find another job. At least not in the near future. And so she spends her time doing things that she likes. She goes to her mom's house and quilts and hangs out, takes her mom shopping and, things like that. Does projects with her friend, over Zoom and whatnot, and participates in things here in town that she enjoys doing. But no, I'm. It's not because of my wife, and no, I'm not a regular working class person. I'm somebody that's making money alternatively, as they say in today's day and age. I don't get up and go punch a clock. I don't get up and go break my fucking back anymore. I sit right here, I make content, and I bring in more money to this house than we have ever made in our entire lives. And I do so off of the backs of ignorant fucks that leave stupid comments. So thank you for helping my family keep a roof over its head.